The De La Mottes from Big Family, Big City could be the next Duggar family on TLC. The De La Motte family don't follow the same strict fundamentalist religion as the Duggars, but they could be the next Duggar family in a way if Big Family, Big City gets a show on. The special introduces the family, which includes 11 children, 2 parents, a home in Harlem, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oak, not that last part, but you get the idea. Outside of television, the De La Mottes already made a name for themselves on social media. They even gained some critics along the way, which is a rite of passage for large religious families on reality television. Because of their following and their willingness to share their somewhat unorthodox life with fans and viewers, the De La Motte family has many asking if a permanent show is in their future. When the Duggars made their debut, it was with a special called 14 Children and Pregnant Again, which came out in 2004. A few years later, the family was given their own show, but not before more specials were aired. That could be the plan for the De La Motte family with Big Family, Big City. And the family's fans are already asking questions about a permanent series. When mom Amber De La Motte posted a promo for the special someone commented, "Awesome. Love you guys. Will it be regular or one time only? So excited. You're the best." Amber commented back, "It's a 1-hour special for now," with a red heart emoji. But as other fans of the De La Mottes pointed out in the comments, other shows started this way. The content for a long-form docuseries is certainly there, should TLC executives decide to go that route. And since the family already had a following before filming their special, it's clear that there is already something of a fan base for the De La Mottes out there. In some ways, it makes sense for them to now transition to a full-fledged reality show. Recently relocating from the peaceful suburbs of San Diego to the vibrant streets of Harlem, and Mark and Amber have quickly discovered that raising 11 kids in the Big Apple is not for the faint of heart, a press release says for the special. As they juggle their growing family, a new lifestyle, and the challenges of busking together on the streets, the De La Mottes are finding that the fast-paced city life is both exhilarating and overwhelming. Although they are a different family entirely from the Duggars of 19 kids and counting fame, the De La Mottes have their share of critics. On a Fundy Snarkwitch is dedicated to snarky comments about fundamentalist Christian families on social media and on TV. Someone shared a screenshot of an alleged post Amber made looking for a mama assistant. In the screenshot, the person who wrote the job listing asked for help in caring for 9 really sweet children and essentially handling everything that they do as a parent for $20 per hour. In the comments on Reddit, one user wrote, "So she's looking to her second parent. My sister in Christ, they have a father. Make him parent them." The screenshot doesn't show Amber's name, but the user who shared it alleged that Amber made the post at one time. If the De La Mottes are going to get their own show, they'll have to get used to that sort of backlash, though. Ginger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vullo, will welcome their 3rd child soon. They have 2 little girls and are expecting a baby boy. The Counting On star was thrown a baby shower over the weekend, with several women gathered around to celebrate baby boy Vullo. Ginger Duggar is sharing how she really feels about being raised under the fundamentalist Christian teachings of the Institute in Basic Life Principles organization. During the Wednesday, February 12, episode of the Ginger and Jeremy podcast, the former TLC star and her husband, Jeremy Vullo, answered frequently asked questions from fans. Are you angry at your parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, for leading you to follow the Institute of Basic Life Principles? Vullo, 37, asked his wife. Ginger, 31, wasted no time replying. "No," she said. "And I can say that very clearly because I see how so many families wanted the guarantee for success for their kids. They were promised it, and they said, if you do this, your kids will turn out. And so I think that a lot of parents who walked into IVLP, they were well-meaning. That there will be challenges and struggles that I face because of the way she was raised. It's not always easy, and looking at it as a parent now, I can see how easy it was for my parents to get wrapped up in that teaching, she continued. They went into it thinking, this is how we're going to teach our kids to love Jesus, and who doesn't want thexed. The Duggar family visits their New York studios at H&M in Times Square on March 11, 2014 in New York City. Die Dimpasupil/Getty Images for. According to Jinger, many families ended up not seeing the success that was promised by IVLP and its founder, the controversial minister Bill Gothard. And that's what's heartbreaking, she explained, because as a parent, you want to make the best decisions, pray through what you're supposed to do, and I really believe my parents sought to do that for us kids. I don't have any anger toward them for it because, I just see that they did their best. They did what they thought was right in the moment. Jinger and her 18 siblings grew up following Gothard's teachings, which included homeschooling and dressing modestly. In an exclusive interview with Us Weekly, Jinger previously described her upbringing as cult-like in many ways. It was built on fear, manipulation, control, and superstition. So all those things combined in how hard it is for kids to leave or adults to leave, anyone really. Once you hear the teachings, you're not supposed to depart from those, she told us in January 2023. Jinger recalled feeling gripped with fear when she was younger. I'd be thinking, oh good, am I pleasing to God? I don't know what God expects of me. And so I would be so terrified to, even go play sports with my siblings. I'd think, maybe I'm supposed to stay home and read my Bible for hours and hours. I'm not sure, she continued. So that kind of fear did cripple me. The Counting on Alum reflected on her childhood further in her books People Pleaser, the latter of which was released this year. She referred to IVLP as a form of Fox Christianity that was all built on the appearance of holiness. Writing in People Pleaser, if you messed up in that setting, you were at risk for losing your community by not living up to the Gothard standards. Jinger isn't the only Duggar to distance herself from the IVLP lifestyle. Her sister Jill Duggar has also been candid about leaving the ultra-conservative practice behind and about her strained relationship with Jim Bob, 59, and Michelle, 58. Jinger, however, has insisted that she feels grateful for the upbringing she had. It was not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful for my parents, Jinger said on the Unplanned podcast in June 2024. I love them. We have differences. Everything's not perfect between us. But I think that at the end of the day, I love them, and I know that they know that. Jinger Duggar Vuolo recently gave Counting on fans an update on her relationship with her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, and revealed where her relationship currently stands with her incarcerated brother, Josh. The former reality star, who recently released yet another book about her life in the talk to Entertainment Tonight about how writing books about her family's faith has created some strain with some of the Duggars, including her. It's complicated, she said of the current state of her relationship with Jim Bob and Michelle. There are definitely difficulties, things that we don't see eye to eye on. Still, Jinger said she was very thankful to be able to go spend time in Duggarville with her family recently. She and her husband Jeremy Vuolo and their 2 kids went to Arkansas to celebrate Jinger's birthday and Christmas in December. In a video posted to the couple's YouTube channel, she is seen interacting with both her mom and dad, despite the strain in there. Like her sister Jill Duggar Dillard, who also has a complicated relationship with Ma and Pa Duggar, Jinger has openly criticized the way her parents brought her and her 18 siblings up. During a June 2024 appearance on the Unplanned podcast, Jinger admitted that she didn't think it was right that her parents made her take care of some of her younger siblings, even though she was still a kid herself. I think that parents should take care of their kids, Jinger said. If you have them, you should take care of them. Kids can help out, learn responsibility in other ways, but maybe not in the motherly aspects of what moms or dads should be doing. You have all these imbalances of kids raising kids. I think that I saw that a lot in the system, and I think that that is unhealthy. Still, in her new interview with ET, Jinger admitted that she tries to look past the differences she has with her family. I think that almost any family will have places where they disagree on things, she said. But at the end of the day, I have nothing but love for them. Jinger doesn't have nothing but love for every member of the Duggar clan, however. During her interview, she was asked about the current state of her relationship with her eldest brother Josh, who is currently living that 3 hots and a cot life in federal prisons. Fans know Josh was convicted in December 2021 of receiving child sex abuse materials. He will be caged in the slammer until at least October 2032. Haven't spoken to him at all since he's been in prison, Jinger said. I think that prior to him going to prison, we had opportunities to speak to him whenever he's gone through his problems. And I said all I need to say, and now I just commit it to prayer and pray that his life will be changed. She was also prohibited from dancing, dating, or listening to certain types of music, and left in constant fear of straying outside the bounds of the church's teachings. Although she left the organization in 2017, she remained a Christian and published her memoir, Becoming Free Indeed: My Story of Disentangling Faith from Fear, in 2023. Now she has looked back on the reactions she got to the book, including some of the very harsh things that were said in an interview with People. We are thrilled to share the joyous news of the arrival of our twin daughters, Elsie Kate and Emma Kate, the couple told People. Elsie was born on January 8, 2025, at 2:06 p.m. weighing 6 pounds 14 ounces, and Emma followed at 2:13 p.m. weighing 7 pounds 2 ounces. Jedediah and Katie, who wed in 2021, noted that their son 2 and daughter Nora Kate, 19 months, are so excited to help welcome their new siblings, adding, watching their excitement and love for their little sisters has been such a sweet blessing for us as parents.